Shalom. So I wanted to uh, just do part two of this video and wrap it up. I'm gonna go into the scriptures here. I had to cut off the last video. I'm gonna go into the scriptures here. Where did I leave off? Here. My birth father was in the American Navy, so he was posted over here in England. My birth mother fell pregnant and she had me. She came up to Scotland to give birth to me. And you had a lot of Judah that was getting down with British women as well in the south parts of England. And obviously, Benjamin over. Like you Irish, Benjamites. Certain, Brits and all that. Excuse me. Says, where sadly Paula said she had never had a chance to meet her father, explaining he passed away sadly in 1982. It's heartbreaking that he didn't know he had a child, but I have kept in regular contact via video call with my newly found family in America, which is great. Paula explained that her birth father didn't have any other children in his life, revealing her biological father now view her as a nice link to him. Meanwhile, she said she was stunned to learn that her grandfather was a spiritual chief and revealed finding photographs of him wearing a full headdress and traditional outfits was mind-blowing. She said, I was blown away when I saw it, absolutely blown away, to find out he was quite a well-known Native American chief, which was mind-blowing. So, there you have it. She grew up thinking, well, she's probably like a, Scottish woman, British woman or whatever. Just say Scottish woman, should I say? But she find out that she's actually from the tribe of Gad. Now a lot of those Scots, this word Scot means black land. When you check it out, when you go into the books, we've done videos on it, and you need to check them, them Scots out. They're kind of hot-tempered individuals as well, man. They're very hot-tempered. I'm not gonna go into that, but you don't want to cross one of them individuals, because Jakes were ruling over in Britain Island and Scotland, Wales, and Europe. Like I said, we done the videos on it. So you got a lot of Scots that are Israelites. Okay. Now, from whatever tribe, Judah, Benjamin, whatever tribes. So here you have it. So what I'm gonna do right quick here is I'm gonna read this Deuteronomy 30:1, and it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, with the Lord thy power have driven thee. So there's anywhere the tribes go, they're under these curses, man. And I could go into when you get these a lot of these scattered Israelites, in England, like Brit lads and all that, like the Jake ones, they're under them curses, man. They're in these council housing project places, broke, things of that nature, outcasted. They go through that, even though they look like Edomites. Now you get but that's the curses, because you get ones that they did because they look like Edomites. They think they're Edomites, so they're trying to climb them ladders, and can climb the ladders, and things like that, but they're still under them curses, because the curse is for the seed. Deuteronomy 30:2, and thou shalt return unto the Lord thy power, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children, with all thine heart and with all thy soul. 3, that then the Lord Yahweh thy power will turn thy captivity, and have compassion unto thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations, with the Lord thy power have scattered thee. So we're going to be gathered together, and there's going to be no more confusion and stuff like that. The Lord's going to gather us from all these different lands. And you read Isaiah, it goes into other different lands we're going to be scattered in, gathered from. Lands that you say, oh, that's a heathen land. Well, there's Jakes in them heathen lands. You think that the tribes are only in the mainland America? It's not true. For if any of them be driven out unto the uttermost parts of heaven, from thence will the Lord thy power gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee. So the Lord's gonna, let's say let's say you're a Scot or Irishman, and you're an Israelite. The Lord's gonna say, you're gonna find out who you are. Which will you finding out who you are through us? And then you're gonna have eventually the angels, that are gonna separate the sheep from the goats. The angels are gonna be doing that, man. You could look at someone, wow, he's an Edomite, but the dude's a Jake. You don't like the way he looks. You might look like an Amalekite or something, but the dude's a Jake. And that's why you can't be carnal with this. Because being over here in England, and these isles of England, man, there's a whole lot of so-called white people that are Israelites, man. You can tell, you grow up with him, you know him. If you're in years have been around Irish, or you're around, I'm around Irish all the time, man. Grew up with Irish. I know, you know what I mean. But they're Jakes, and a lot of them know it. So anyway, with that, I'm gonna say shalom.